Hey everybody, welcome to the Tomorrow Guys. I'm Shaler.
And I'm Jonathan.
And today we want to talk to you about how we are staying for free on Harbor Boulevard right across the street from Disneyland.
The closest hotel.
Yeah, so we're actually staying at the closest hotel. The hotel we're staying at is closer to Disneyland than the Disneyland hotel actually is.
Oh yeah, way closer.
So, but before we kind of walk you through the process of how we did that, it's something that's called travel hacking. And if you were to do a simple Google search on travel hacking or what is travel hacking, for those of you that aren't familiar with it, basically what it is the way that you are going to maximize your hotel and airline reward points for the biggest benefit that you can get. And so I've been doing this off and on since I was a teenager. I grew up, my mom worked in the airline industry. We went everywhere, so I just kind of got this real love for traveling. So I've been to almost 30 countries now. I've been to 40...
Okay, don't brag. Don't brag. You said you're bragging.
No, I'm just saying I've been to almost 30 countries. I've been to 45 of the 50 states. Some of that was through my professional work, but a lot of that is because I took free trips and
Right.
I didn't pay for them.
Right.
So
it's not illegal. What we're talking about, travel hacking, is just a term that's used to make the best of the points that are out there in the programs that are out there, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, you just hear of people paying, thousands and tens of thousands of dollars for these great experiences.
But what if I don't travel? Is there a way to do it without traveling?
Absolutely. So what you can do, and one of the things that we do, is there are constantly credit card bonus signups that we are taking. And I know some people are like, I'm kind of sketchy on credit cards. And if you're someone that has a lot of debt or isn't disciplined with their finances, then just to be honest, then this might not be for you.
That's our disclaimer.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with credit card debt, this is not for you. But if you're the type of person who pays off their credit card every month, this is really this is an opportunity for you to actually travel for free and continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah, because if you're not paying it off every month, what you are gaining in the interest that they're charging you is going to cancel out any type of travel reward that you get. So for me, credit cards aren't the problem. It's a discipline issue.
Right, it's a discipline. Yeah, I agree with that.
And then once you can get that under control, then you can go anywhere in the world and have a great time.
But it's also, when you do travel, make sure you have the awards. You're on the airline's awards program. Even if you just do one flight, just make sure you have it anyway, because you want to get those points if they're giving points out. So you don't want to give up any points. But we don't want to go totally into that today. We're just talking about what is travel hacking, but we want to talk about how we use those points to, I think, our best advantage at Disneyland.
Right.
So once you talk, so we're staying where?
So we're staying at it's a Best Western hotel. It is literally on Harbor Boulevard, right directly across the street from the Disneyland entrance. And we found that a lot of times when you're going to use hotel points, we found a better bang for the buck to stay at a non-Disneyland hotel as opposed to staying.
Well, Disneyland hotels are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
They really don't have anything but deluxe pricing out there. Even Paradise Pier is $300 and something a night, $350 a night. So if you want to stay at the Disneyland hotel, you're talking,
which we are doing, and we got $200 off.
Right.
And if you stay tuned, we'll
tell you how to do that.
Yeah.
But even Disneyland Hotel is $500 a night, and then the Grand Californian, which is their premier hotel, Disney's premier hotel, gets up into the $600 and $700 a night, and they don't discount very often. So you're talking, it's expensive to stay at a Disney hotel in California. It is different out in Florida.
Yeah, they have.
It's different out in Florida because they do have some value resorts that are affordable, and they do run probably more discounts out there than they ever do out in Disneyland. But we're talking Disneyland because that's where we're going to next.
Yeah, we're staying. We're on our trip. We're staying a total of 4 nights, and so the way that we did this is, Jonathan is responsible for 2 of those nights. I became responsible for 2 of those nights. The second night, my wife, who is amazing, booked us a room at the Disneyland Hotel for a birthday present for me. We'll tell you how we got $200 off that. So, yeah, what we did is we booked this Best Western through the Chase Rewards program. And so Chase last year ran several great credit card offers. One was the Chase Sapphire Reserve Card. And at that point in time, there was a 100,000 Chase point bonus offered if you spent $4,000 in a 3-month period of time. Yeah. So what we did is we both got that card. And we just simply put our bills on it. We paid our mortgages and our rent.
No, you can't do mortgages.
Well, yeah. So I heard some people can, but
some people may.
Rent, groceries, gas, all of the things that we were going to spend money on anyway. We put them on this card, and we paid that off every single month so that we did not incur any interest.
Right.
And then we were able to gain the 100,000 points. And so then we logged into the Chase Rewards portal where you can book all of the hotels, and we found that they were offering the Best Western at about 7,000 points a night.
No. It was more than that. It wound up being for 2 nights. It was 38,000 points, so that comes out to about 19,000 points a night. And the hotel listed at $200 a night. So 19,700 points a night is less than $10. It's a good bang for your buck from a point standpoint because Chase, if you get the reserve card, it's 1.5 cents per point.
Is the valuation of the points.
Right. And so it's a good deal. So basically if you have 1,000, if you had 100,000 points, it would be worth, if you use their portal and book through them for travel, you get $1,500 in travel for that 100,000 points. And that's a great deal because I know some of the other cards don't even give you a cent a point, so they're valuable points.
Yeah. Now, currently that card is offering a 50,000 point sign-up bonus. So
right.
The 100,000 was last year. But
it made history.
Yeah.
I mean, it did make history.
It was by far the most lucrative credit card sign-up bonus that we had ever seen. And so Jonathan and I are always constantly looking for what is the best deal out there. We take a credit card, we take the bonus, and then usually at the end of the year, I sit down and I look at, all right, what are the cards that I want to keep open that I still have benefit from, and what are the cards that I'm going to close? And I know that freaks some people out because they're like, what about your credit score and all this and that? But my credit score is constantly over 800 because I pay my bill off every month and I don't keep these lines of credit open for a long period of time.
Well, I closed a Chase card just 2 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
And they let me transfer the credit line from that card over to my reserve card.
Okay, cool.
So my total credit line with Chase Bank did not change. They allowed me to transfer it. So I lost the card because I just didn't want that card. Mm-hmm. It was useless to me. The points weren't valued as high and everything. And they just said, well, would you like us to transfer those points? So I did. So, that kept my credit score up because I just got a new credit score and it's actually higher than it was before I canceled.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So we're staying across the street from Disneyland. We're doing it no dollars out of our pocket.
Right.
We are turning in our rewards points for it. And
it's a good deal. And if you do it right, you're just paying off your normal monthly bills. You're just doing it through one other step. And I find it easier because I don't have that many. I don't pay checks anymore. Nobody does that, but I don't have to make that many
checks. What are those?
They're these little paper things people used to use to. Well, to forget it.
Is that
I just go on my online bill pay. I don't have to do hardly anything on online bill pay anymore.
Do you listen to tapes too?
Yeah, tapes. Yeah.
8 tracks?
8 tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. 70s, man.
Anyway, so we do this often.
77. I don't have that shirt on.
Our last trip to Disneyland, we actually stayed at a Marriott property across the street. It was a Fairfield Inn, and I cashed in some of my Marriott points that I'd gained. And then actually we're doing a Disney World trip in November, and and we'll just kind of tease this, but behind on the backside of Epcot, there are two hotels called the Swan and the Dolphin, and they are both part of the Starwood loyalty program, which did just get bought out by Marriott. So they are going to merge those two hotel programs together next year. We're still waiting to see the details of what that's going to look like exactly, but we're both cashing in Starwood points, and we're staying for 5 nights for free at the Dolphin Hotel right behind Disney World. So we can walk you through the process on how we did that.
Yeah,
and a
that's
video
that's for another one.
Anyway, so what we did, we signed up for the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. We used the credit card bonus that we got. We didn't even use all of the credit card bonus. We just used a small percentage or 38% of the credit card bonus that we got, and we logged into the Chase Travel Rewards. We booked the hotels, and we are staying for free for that week at Disneyland. So
that leads us up to our tomorrow guys tip for today. If you guys watched our very first episode, we were talking about, Shaler said that we weren't using points or whatever to buy the tickets because they weren't the best bang for the buck. Mm-hmm. And that probably is true. But then I chimed in and said, but I got a discount. And now let me tell you how I did the discount. This just ties in with what we just said. Chase offers a Disney Visa Premier card. And the Disney Visa Premier card has some really interesting bonuses. But one is it's a real low threshold. If you spend $500 in the first 3 months on that Disney Visa Premier card, you get a $200 statement credit. So in other words, you spend $500 on Disney vacation, it's only going to cost you $300. So it's a $200 discount. So that's what it comes out to. Well, let's be fair, okay, because it's not really a total. The fee on the card is $45.
Is it waived the first year or
no? Not with this offer. So you have to pay the $45. So it really comes out to $155. $155 credit. But I put my Disneyland tickets on there, which for a 5-day park hopper with tax and everything came out to $330 or something like that, right? Yeah. So it's a 5-day park hopper. Then I'm going to put all of my food while I'm out there on there. We're eating at one restaurant that actually the Disney Visa card gets you 10% off your meal.
Steakhouse 55.
Steakhouse 55. So I'm going to be using it there. The other thing that the card comes with, $200 statement credit after you spend $500 the first 3 months. It's a $49 annual fee, so it's actually $151. You get 10% discount at several dining locations, including for us, Steakhouse 55. And when we go in November to Walt Disney World, we're eating at 2 restaurants that we get the 10% discount at. Boma at Animal Kingdom Lodge and
Victoria and Albert's. I'm just kidding.
No, you don't do that. No.
I'm just kidding.
No. That smells fishy. Oh, that means Coral Reef.
Coral Reef.
We get 10% off that for lunch. The card also gets you 10% discount on select purchases over $50 at like the World of Disney store at both locations and some of the stores on the inside of the parks. You just have to look at all the details. I wish it was wider range. It just said every store. It doesn't, but still, it's a discount, and it's hard to find discounts for Disney.
It is hard to find Disney discounts.
And then if you're nerds like us and you want to take a backstage tour, they have 15% discounts on select tours. So at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. So if you're a Disney person and you want to travel and you want to do this, I think this is a great little one-time hit that you get. And you get a $200 statement credit, and I think that's awesome. So hence, I'm really knocking off the price of my trip by $150.
Yeah. So
almost $200.
This is what my wife Natalie did for me. She booked us that room at the Disneyland Hotel, and I was actually really proud of her because she did it all for a birthday present for me, and because I was like, the Disneyland Hotel, are you crazy? You know how expensive that thing is? And then she said, well, I researched and found this card that gave me a $200 credit, and she put that Disneyland hotel on the card. And so when she booked the Disneyland hotel through that credit card, she got the $200 statement credit. So we're getting, well, she's actually paying for it for me, but we're getting the stay at the Disneyland hotel for $200 off that night. And I am so excited because...
And again, thank you, Natalie.
Yeah,
Even
thanks.
though it's not my birthday present, I'm reaping the rewards because we're staying in the same room together.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Yeah.
So, yeah, there's lots of little tricks out there that you can do.
It's all about planning for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And, hey, if you get a chance, please, talking about tomorrow, we would love to have you hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up, because our numbers are looking good. You guys have been really good about going and viewing the videos. We really appreciate that.
You're gonna hear
the more the merrier.
You're gonna hear more tips and tricks and ways that we're trying to hack and get in and do things as often and as cheap as possible. So, I think that's about it for today, right?
Do we want to talk about our little store? We have a tomorrow, guys. It's a store on the creativevisualist.com. The URL is probably in front of us right now. Go check it out. We have some unique Disney fan T-shirts that we've worked on and come up with the ideas. That you won't find these anywhere else. And so just hope you guys will check that out. And I think that's it.
All right.
That's it.
I'm Shaler.
And I'm Jonathan.
We're the
Tomorrow
Guys.